all of my loves and beauties, this is Bexy Beauty here with another hair review. So today's review is brought to you by Sam's Beauty. They were kind enough to send me out some good hair to review, you know what I'm saying? So let's jump right in. So today I will be reviewing some faux locks. Y'all know how I feel about faux locks. It's one of my favorite protective styles to rock. It is so great. It can last you quite a long time, especially if you're crocheting it in like I plan on doing today, y'all. So let me just show you the hair real quick, you guys. I got 5 packs of the number 2 color and then 1 pack just for like a pop of color of T1B30. The hair that I will be reviewing today is by Bobbi Boss and it's called Bomba Faux Locs Soul 20-inch Goddess. Have you subscribed yet, sis? You know, I'm about to start singing y'all into subscribing. You know what I'm saying? I got a voice, so I might as well use it. So go ahead and subscribe, sis. Y'all know I'm a nut, but for real, click that notifications button so you get my videos as soon as I upload them, okay? Now back to the hair. You know, I'm in my very comfortable PJs today. My pajamas are on. I have my favorite slippers on today. I will be very comfortable, and I suggest you do the same if you are going to do a faux locks crochet braid set, especially if you're doing an individual ones, because it could take you quite a long time. Now, this might take me a little longer because for me, I just did a big chop. My hair is not the longest, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm working with a TWA. And so I actually started parting my hair. I'll show you what I'm working with here. I have the parts that I started up front here, and I'm just gonna keep putting the parts in, but this is the length of my hair right now. I have freshly washed it. It is okay, sis, if you have short hair, you can still achieve these gorgeous, cute faux lock styles that you see everybody rocking. It is all right. We can work around it with some rubber bands and some prayer. You know what I'm saying? Always put a prayer on your hairstyles. I believe in putting a prayer on my hairstyle so that they can slay. You know, anytime God is in the midst. My mom taught me to pray over everything. So yes, I pray over my hair. Judge me if you want to. I don't care. I need it to look cute. All right, this is a protective style, so you're definitely gonna wanna protect your hair. So make sure to put some leave-in conditioner in, some oils of your choice, so that if you're leaving this in for a very long time, your hair underneath is protected. So what I'm gonna do today is use the rubber band method. I used that on my last time that I did individual crochet sets. I will show you, I'll leave a card up here on the screen showing you the last and the very first time I did my individual faux lock crochet braids, and I used Zuri Sis hair, I believe. So here is the locks. Let me count them and see how many come in a pack, you guys, because I got a big head and I don't know if this is gonna be enough, and I'm praying that it is. So there's 15 locks per pack, so I'm praying that this is enough, you guys. So if you're interested to see how I install, just keep watching. All right, beauty, so let's get right on into this hair, okay? So there is that loop. I'm showing you that it opens. This loop is a little harder to open than some other silkier locks that I've used before in the past, but it does open and close just like anything else that you do when you're crocheting it on in. So I'm just, as you can see here, crocheting the hair in, and make sure when you are using, when you're using the locks like this, that you are pulling your own hair through along with the lock itself. So I'm just opening it up, I'm unraveling the hair and trying to put my hair into it like I did with the last crochet set that I did for faux locks. Now, unfortunately, I learned pretty quickly that this hair just did not work for what I had in mind. It would have taken forever for me to sit here and try to cover up these rubber bands. It just was not working, y'all. So I got sad for a second, but then I just pulled myself together and was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and get my hair braided down. And as you can see there, I left some individuals out to do in the front, and I went ahead and decided to just do a regular crochet set. So as you can see, ta-da! There it is, you guys. I am pretty much finished, but I wanted to come on camera and show you how I did the regular crochet itself on the actual cornrow. So as you can see, there's some cornrow spaces there, and I'm just filling them in with the locks. And yeah, it's looking really, really good already. So now that the back part is slayed and laid and good to go, we're gonna work on the front part where I'm gonna put some individual locks up in the front. So I'm using a beater instead of the crochet needle. I don't know, sometimes I like to use a beater. It feels more comfortable, especially for the individuals up in the front. So what I have found, because I was not quite sure how I was gonna do this, because when I was doing it before, as you saw, it just was not working. I was trying to unravel the hair and then put my own hair in, and it would hold it, but then the rubber bands would show, and it just looked a mess, y'all. I just could not get it together because my hair is so short. So after thinking about it, I was like, duh, girl, just wrap it in Marley hair. Like, Hello, senior moment, yes, I know, but it's all right. So I had some Marley hair that was old that was lying around, and so I grabbed it and I took a few strands. I actually think that I took 3 strands of the Marley hair. If you've ever used Marley hair before, you know it separates itself into strands, as you can see here. So I just took that. I went ahead and like opened each strand up for more of a voluminous coverage on each lock, and I just took those 3 strands, put them together, and wrapped the hair all the way down. I started at the top and I made sure to wrap the hair. As you can see here, I'll show you what I'm doing here, but I made sure to wrap the lock from the top, and I made sure to do it 3 times at the top so it would cover that rubber band. So you guys, I went ahead and sped this part up, but I'm just gonna keep showing you how I wrap this all the way down. Okay, love, so we have come to the end of the Marley hair, the end of the long wrapping process. You see how long it takes, right? And I sped that up. But anyway, what I do is I separate it into 2 and I go ahead and tie that. Now, you're not going to want to tie it like super tight, but I take each side and tie it off just so that it's connected right there, because this hair definitely lends itself to connecting onto its own self. I'll talk about that later in the video, but you go ahead and tie that off. And then what I do is take one side, as you can see there, and I start wrapping it back up the lock. So after you've come to the very ends of the hair, I take some of my Got2b glue, which is a very strong gel, and I put a little dab of it, like a very teeny dab of it because it's very strong. I put it on the ends of the hair and I finish wrapping it up. And then after that, I go ahead and rub it through my hands to make sure that it's in place. And that thing really works. It glues it very well onto the lock. So I make sure to just take the other side and I do the exact same thing. I just keep wrapping it, but I wrap downward instead of upward. And then I put a little Got2b glue on the ends, just like the other one. And I just make sure to roll it in between my hands and, you know, make sure it's glued in place. Now you want to be careful because that will create a little bit of an indentation where you tie it. So you just want to make sure you're rolling it in between your hands, getting it to be uniform so that you don't see that indentation. And you guys, you know what I'm saying? I think I slayed this, okay? This is looking real good. As you can see, I'm just showing you the difference between the crochet hair and after I wrap it with the Marley hair, and it's mimicking it very well. I think it looks really good. I think it's a great match. I'm just loving this hairstyle, you guys, okay? Yes. I just gelled down the sides of my hair because I didn't feel the need to do my whole head with all of these locks, but I think it looks very full and put together, so I didn't really need that last braid on either side. So here I'm just showing you how I decorate my locks. I went ahead and got some, I think it's called gold beading wire. I got it from either Walmart or Michael's or somewhere that has crafts, and I just decorate that, and I actually added a little bit of lock charms and jewelry to my locks to, you know, make it stand out a little bit because, you know, I'm a little extra, you know. But it's necessary. It's necessary. It's sexy. It's all sexy. So this is what it's looking like, you guys. I am in love with this, okay? Yes. Okay, girls and boys. Girls and boys. This hair is, I think without a doubt, the most natural install I have ever had in my life. I am so excited and pleased with how this came out, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna work, y'all, because as you saw at the beginning, I was trying to and going for individual locks across all of my head, but I quickly realized that this hair, it just did not work as far as individualized locks go across the whole head. It would have taken me like 12 hours to do, and I am not here for 12-hour hairstyles, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually about to go out. I have a family function to go to, and I'm glad I got this done before I went. This was like a 2-day process because yesterday I had to stop and watch my niece. She came to my house, so I had to babysit her for a second, but I got this done very well. It only took me like an hour and a half to do the actual crochet install in the back where my hair was braided down. An hour and a half, you guys. Like, and I think if I didn't have her, like, it would have taken me less time than that, because these hair, like, the locks are so thick, they're like a thicker type of lock up at the top, that it covers a lot of the space of the braid. I'm gonna turn around so you can see the back as well. Okay, so forewarning, these locks, I do feel, because of the texture of them, I'm feeling it already. They do like connect to each other and hold on to each other, so I feel like after a while they might tangle a little bit. Like sometimes they start to snag like onto each other and you have to like disconnect them like this, like separate them after a while. Last time I did like faux locks, I actually created faux locks with Marley hair. It's kind of like that, and these have Marley hair in them, so I'm assuming it's going to do that too. And what I ended up doing, I believe, was adding some oil to it. Like I added oil to my hands when I would disconnect it, and I would just take them apart, and I think the oil helped in keeping it a little more separated. So that's a tip. If you want to try, if you have faux locks in and you're keeping them in as a protective style for a long amount of time, make sure that you are you know, adding oil to your hands when you disconnect them. Out of all the faux locks that I've ever done, I'm pretty sure these are my favorite. Like, Bobbi Boss did an excellent job with this hair. This looks more natural than any other faux lock I have ever seen. They're gorgeous, you guys. Like, they are so bomb. I'm in love with these. As far as timing goes, I think I would give this like a, honestly, like a 2.5–3 hour hairstyle, because the crochet braid set in the back took me about an hour and a half. And then as far as the individuals up front, I had to sit there and try and figure out like what I was gonna do to cover up the rubber bands. And then I realized, oh duh, just wrap it with some Marley hair that I had lying around. So I did that, and that took a little bit of time. But honestly, 3 hours for a faux lock style, I'll take it, okay? Because y'all know, if you have done faux locks before, then you know, like I know, they can take like all day, okay? You will be sitting there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner will have slid on by, and you will have missed all the meals, child. Like, you will really be all up in the mirror trying to finish your hair doing faux locks. So these, like 3 hours, y'all, I'll take it, okay? So this is definitely great on time. So you guys, let me know what you think of this hairstyle in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely share this video so people can see the gorgeousness that is Bomba Locks, the goddess locks. Check out my Facebook and my Pinterest. They're both at Bexy Beauty. And check out my Instagram. It's at Bexy_Beauty. I love y'all so much. Almost as much as I love this hair today, okay? But I really love y'all. And I'll see you on the next one, all right? Bye-bye.